we go.
Oh, what did we say?
I don't want to break a nail. Hold on.
It's finally here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Cheers, boys.
I've pictured this moment for so long.
It fucking hits on a different level when it's cold.
It really does.
Damn.
Dude, come on.
That's good stuff.
That's so good.
I'm double fisting.
Seriously. Can we get a couple cases in and Dylan's...
It's Diet Cherry Coke, dude. Right?
No.
I taste
It's
that.
fucking Vyper Energy.
Oh, yeah, maybe...
Well, no kid.
I know, but it has like a similar flavor profile. Definitely. Now that you say
this isn't Diet Coke? Of course it's not.
Hold on, let me try yours. What a cool experience, though, honestly. From beginning to end, to see something created like that has been in...
The works.
Yeah, I don't know, for longer than I can remember.
It is really cool that, like, how, like, if you take a look back at everything that happened, like, it made this. Like, there's a lot of stuff that went into this.
Oh, God, so much.
You know what I'm saying?
I never
So
would
many
guessed.
trial and error. There's probably close to 100 different versions of cans. I remember the first time, like, you sent me one. I don't remember what I was doing, but I got it and I was like, damn, like, you guys are, like, actually serious about this.
Yeah, I sent you, like,
Because it was always sort of talked about, but then once you saw the can, you're like, oh, fuck, maybe there's something here, yeah.
Yeah, lots of failures, setbacks, but isn't it cool that, like, we made something that you can drink that's, like, in a can?
Yeah, it blows my mind. I think about that all the time.
Isn't that cool? That, like, this is going to be something that you can go to the store and buy off the shelf. And
yeah,
that, like,
something a part of your day-to-day.
Our barcode scans into their system. How cool is that?
That's wild.
That's pretty cool. It's a little stuff.
I have a question about the barcode.
Shoot it.
Do you just, like, come up with your own, or...
No, I was going to laugh at that. I was going to laugh at that, but I thought the same thing at the beginning. No, it's called a UPC code.
Okay.
So, like, you go on this like database where all food products need to be registered, and then they dish out, like, your barcode. So then it's all on, like, one system. So when it does scan from, like, Pick and Save and stuff or Festival, that it's scannable. I think it. So I tested it too on the last cans. I haven't tested these actually, if it's scannable or not.
Wait, are we gonna be on Yuka now?
We will. So somebody's got to review us.
Okay.
Yeah, scans.
Damn.
So yeah, you see, it pulls up the barcode number. So then that number in that, like, database associates with Vyper Energy.
That's crazy.
So then we have one for a 12 ounce or the 12 ounce case too, or if you want to buy individual cans. It's pretty cool.
I mean, everybody's obviously wondering, does it mix well with alcohol?
Have you tried it yet?
No, I haven't. I think I might tonight.
I have booze in my room.
Do you have vodka?
I have those.
Wait.
I got
Why do
Sky vodka.
you got booze in your room?
Well, so we did those blue collar breakdowns a while back, and I bought, like,
that's what you're gonna go with.
Yeah, I bought the single shots. Actually, if HR went into my room, I'd probably get in quite a bit of trouble. I'm not gonna lie.
At least he's brutally honest.
It's not
Molly,
mine,
if you're
Alex.
listening, just don't let any other employees into my room. Yeah.
Alex told me to buy it.
Yeah. That bag of gummies, that was Alex's. Yeah.
There's like a couple there's like little gummies sticking on your shirt. Trust me, that's not mine.
Just gummy worms. Just don't eat any. They're mine. And they're really expensive.
Eyes are beat red.
Yeah.
But seriously, vodka Vipers
I'm excited.
It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
This would go good with so many different, like, alcohol flavors. And I don't think we should promote mixing an energy drink with alcohol, but
I'm not promoting
you were
it.
going
I was
to
just
try
wondering
it.
what it tastes like.
yeah.
So Khan's bar, they want to put it in their bar. He said Vyper bombs. I'm like,
Vyper
damn,
bombs.
Dude.
that kind of that
Yeah.
rolls.
I like that.
Vyper vodkas. He's
When's
like,
he gonna have them?
they got.
Dude, I bet this would.
They're selling them tonight. No, seriously.
I wish I was hanging out tonight. So did you give him a case or
2 cases.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Gave him 2 cases. They're like, hey, we got a big comedy club tonight, and we're gonna be packed. It's
just
Friday.
run a special on
I'm
it.
like,
or?
here you go, have it.
That's so sick.
Like, take it. So that's gonna be our first test to see how it mixes with alcohol.
Dude, I'm pumped.
Yeah, Vyper bombs though. I'm like, dude, that could roll in college.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a Vyper bomb.
Vyper vodka.
Yeah.
So is that with the Jägermeister or Cherry Doctor?
Ooh,
I don't know.
I bet the Cherry Doctor would be.
Would be pretty good.
I think that's what I have in my room.
Really?
Yeah, the McGillicuddies. Yeah. Do you want me to check?
Dane's got Do you got Sky or Smirnoff? What do you got in your room?
Sky.
No, it's Goose.
It is Grey Goose.
Damn.
He has no fucking clue.
Yeah, it's Sky.
Yeah, dude, Smirnoff for sure. Yeah, yeah, Smear Sky.
Sky. It is Grey Goose.
All right. I just want to talk to you guys real quick about this, and then we'll move into some of what we talked about with Vyper last time.
Let's do it.
So, what were your feelings watching it roll down the line? You know, how did it feel to see something?
Maybe we should talk about this podcast, seeing it's fresh on our mind.
Sure.
Otherwise, we forget so much shit.
True.
Let's just roll with it. Production date. This is the second production date, too.
This was.
So,
Yeah.
the first one was supposed to be May 8th, right? Yeah, May 8th.
Like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was a shit show.
It was before that even though.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, like, technically, this is like the third production date.
Um,
Because it was supposed to be made in, like, February. Then it was supposed to be made in push till May. Well, actually, rewind the whole story. It was supposed to be Labor Day of last year.
Yeah.
Clearly, we missed that target. But there's just, especially working with the middle company, there's so much stuff that goes into it. And then you just add a third person in between everybody.
Everything.
It just complicates the situation tremendously.
Which
Like,
I think it clearly did in this scenario.
clearly.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't change any of it for the world because we have a fucking killer product now. And now we learned so much through that experience.
Yeah.
Like, as shitty as it may have felt at the time, you know, and just like totally crushed your freaking dreams and really gave our nut cups a freaking workout. But, right? That's
why was I cracked? Gosh.
But look how much we learned through it now, and look how many connections we made.
Seriously,
So
I
the
think-
next production run is going to be twice as smooth. We learned so much more. Like, it just made us that much more, you know,
aware
and aggressive
Knowledgeable.
almost too, and
Yeah.
knowledgeable. Like, we were kind of, because I feel like we were just kind of dancing around it a little bit because we didn't really know what we were doing. We were dealing with this middleman, you know. But now I feel like we got a pretty good grasp on it.
Well, the
And-
last week we learned more that whole week than we did working with somebody else for a year.
Since Monday, we've learned more since Monday. Today's, what is today? Thursday.
Today's Friday, brother.
Oh, no, Friday. Today's Friday. So this whole week, we've, like, yeah, it's insane.
So the emotions going into it were beyond excited.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that we've been looking forward to for so long. And going into it, of course, we know what happens, which we'll get to. But, like, that was the last thing on my mind of what would happen.
Yeah.
I know, dude. And I was
I'm
laying
like-
in bed at the hotel that night, and I'm like, all right, what could possibly go wrong? And I'm
Which is bad, but
So-
you shouldn't think
we're
that
just
way.
so used to. We were just so used to it by now because I'm like, what's gonna go wrong? At least today we got the taste, the sample
Yep.
of what they mix in their big container, right?
Which is this.
Which is this what we're
Yeah.
drinking right now. And yeah, I'm laying there in bed. I'm like, what's gonna go wrong? Okay, the cans are there, the lids are there, the ingredients are already mixed. Like, there's people there. Like, is there an asteroid gonna hit the freaking Madison and we're not gonna be able to produce, or like, what's gonna happen? And I thought for sure, I'm like, something with the line is gonna break down. I'm like, I know I shouldn't be thinking like that, but you know, I'm just going through all these scenarios in my head. And I'm like, it's gotta be something with their conveyor system. Or last time we were there, their canning thing, they're having issues with, right, for the whole afternoon. Or I'm like, their wrapper, their sealers, something's gonna go down. Nope, the line actually ran perfectly and so smooth. I'm like,
Which, looking back at it, probably would have wished one of those would have happened. It would have been
Yeah.
at least
a
it would have
much
been in
quicker fix.
in their control too. But
Yeah.
then look at, but like
True.
you said, oops,
I want to, like you said, I want to change it.
I wouldn't change it
See,
either.
it's funny you say that because everyone was so hyped going into it. And I like to stay reserved until I know it's like, all right, we're good. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, all right, when will we be good? I was like, coming up with stages all the way through. All right, we get it all produced. We put it on a truck and ship it into Green Bay. Like, does the truck tip over? Like,
I'm going to follow that truck. Yeah. We're going to have like a detail that follows the truck, one guy in front, one guy in back, like a police escort.
So, but with that being said, I guess like that never even crossed my mind that we would have some issues with the cans.
Yeah.
And for anybody listening, I mean, take it away, Dane. Tell us about it.
We were in there, and first of all, you, Alex, and I are dealing with a situation that we shouldn't have been dealing with. While what we've been waiting for so long is being bottled in the background, everyone's like looking through the window, like, "Come on, do this!"
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to.
Yeah.
But no. Then I went around to the front of the line where you were. You're setting up the camera. And
everything looks so good.
Flowing,
it's flowing. Dude. Cans are coming down. They're getting filled.
Beautiful.
Spray it off.
Yeah.
We set up a nice little light over there. Everything's going good.
Dude, I was so pumped in that moment, and the red's shining, and I noticed like a few cans went by that were a little like shaded.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh no, are some of these going to be shaded? And looking back at it, that would have been not a bad situation.
Yeah.
But then Carrie gets pulled aside, and I like follow with them, and then that's when we figured out that after it was going through one of the processes that the can was starting to peel, as you can see here.
Yeah, I'll hold this one up.
So the can was starting to peel, and there's no way around that for our process that it needs to go through that.
So, and to explain that a little further, there's no preservatives in it. So in order to get around that, you have to essentially heat up the can to 155 for a period of time. And that like heat treatment was sort of causing the printer's printing to start flaking, which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, so it was coming through that line, and all of them had the peel mark. And on my immediately there, I'm like, dude, really? It's so hard to like. You can always go back and be like, yeah, I wish I wouldn't have been like. It's not that we were like pissed. It was like kind of like disappointment of like, damn, we were so close.
So, but it's so interesting to watch how everybody responds, because like you respond way differently than Dylan does, and Alex responds significantly different than either.
I was the only one that didn't cry.
Yeah. But I can immediately see you thinking like in your head like, okay, like what is this gonna cost us to get this fixed, right? Like how are we gonna fix this in a decent amount of time? We got a vat sitting there, and Dylan's like already thinking up like how can we do this process differently so we don't get this continued result?
Yeah.
And Alex is over there like wondering,
how do I get pictures without that on it?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what you're thinking.
No. Yeah, well but at the end of the day, I don't know. I find like obviously it's important to worry about that stuff, but like what are you gonna do when like the cans are just getting shoved through and like nothing's gonna happen? Like
no. In those moments, you have to immediately go to problem solving, and so you eliminate the waste immediately. So like, okay, we had that first batch go through. I think she said it was 500. And you couldn't stop it, so like it had to go through.
They had to.
Like
they were filled. They were ready to go.
If you saw the first 20 come through, you couldn't stop the line and be like, okay, enough.
Yeah.
They need to go through.
Yeah.
So like that kind of sucked watching, knowing that all 500 were going to be bad. But then what we did is immediately, okay, let's try it a different way. Let's not heat it for so long or whatever. However they did it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's like let's run a smaller batch, and then unfortunately that didn't work either. So then. But we continued with the problem-solving mode. Then we're like, okay, maybe let's call the manufacturer. And they actually said, try a different pallet. Like, try pallet this and this, because that went through our system at a different time.
Yep.
So we tried that as well, and unfortunately that didn't work either.
We had better success, I think. So originally it went from like an 80-20 split, where it was like 80% of them were just
garbage.
Yeah, and 20% were good.
Yeah.
And that last batch was maybe up to 50-50.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Maybe 60-40, but there's still a lot of, unfortunately, like scrap cans. And just for the record, they aren't scrapped. They're still drinkable, and
they're great.
And everyone here has been enjoying them for the last couple days. But
yeah,
for our customer, like let's just deliver something that looks like perfect. So, and that's where we've been now, is trying to figure out how to rectify it and how to move forward from there.
Yeah.
So, and then to add a whole nother spin on it, right? The co-packer needed that tank for the weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So like our liquid is in that tank, right? That took 2 years to get in there.
And it isn't cheap.
And it's not cheap. And the option was on the table to dump it all down the drain because they needed that tank by the weekend.
Yeah.
So it had to be, that tank had to be empty by Thursday afternoon.
So to put a timeline in on it, Tuesday was when we figured out. Tuesday, I would say production ended, or like the errors happened around like noon.
Yeah.
Okay. And we continued to try throughout that day till like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So like Dylan was saying, that packager needed to get it out of the tank by Thursday night. So you have 2.5 days to get 60,000 cans brand new, printed, done to the packager to get them bottled. Otherwise, that, like Dylan said, 2 years of work and money is like, I'm talking about literally dumped down the drain.
Yes.
Of like garbage, you know?
Yeah.
And oh man, so we just instead of just tossing our hands up and like pointing fingers, it's like, okay, it's in our hands now of how we control this. And that's what really made me extremely happy over the last couple of days was how well we all worked together.
Yeah.
To get this problem figured out. Like everybody just stepped up in their positions, said, "Hey, how can I help? What do you need me for? And let's get this thing done." Like we're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that it went from how do we get these cans completed, done with our print on them, to how do we not have to dump that out, you know? And that's how we looked at it for like the next, like literally 24 hours, not even like 8 hours, you know? We had to make a decision.
Yeah.
We even considered getting like a tanker truck and putting all the liquid in
I
the
didn't know
tanker
this.
truck.
Yeah.
I mean, every option was on the table. Like
Sam comes up to me at production. And you were joking, but you're like, why don't we just put it in kegs?
I was kind of joking.
It's like, why don't we just put them in kegs and we all just do keg stands?
Yeah, that would be so sick.
Like, Sam,
I'd actually love to do that one day. Yeah. Like, whenever we throw like an end of summer party or something like that, just get Vyper Energy kegs. Yeah, it would be so sick.
So, we find out Tuesday night, whatever. We have no solution at this point. Everyone's obviously not working. And then Wednesday morning rolls around. We have a potential solution to get them reprinted and shipped out that same day to be delivered by Thursday morning.
So this is before they were filled.
This is before they were filled. It's still sitting in the tank. And we find out Wednesday at 4 p.m. that it's not possible. It's not going to work. They're
have
still
them there
chipping.
by Thursday morning.
Yeah. To have them there by Thursday morning because this shit's about to get dumped.
Yeah.
So right then and there, it's like another kick in the nuts.
So we literally
constant.
We have 15 hours to figure out how to get, I don't even know, 8,000 gallons of our energy drink out of their tank, right?
Yeah.
And what do we put it into in 15 hours? So
that's wild.
Talk about problem solving mode.
So like when you guys describe this in my head is the perfect movie script. If I were to write from beginning to end, what could go wrong and how would they deal with it? This is it. Yeah. This is the perfect movie. Like
absolutely.
And it wrote itself.
It did. But again, we went problem solving mode. We used the connections that we continue to build, and we always wanted a plan B because you just never know now. Okay, let's just say we found a way to get cans shipped there. Like you were saying, what if the tire pops or gets hit by an asteroid? Because at this point, that doesn't sound too unrealistic.
Nothing's off the table.
I actually been like, oh, really? No kidding.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'll go buy a lottery ticket right away.
Right. Yeah. So after we pushed the vendors to try to get a printed can there, we just realized, like, okay, maybe a printed can isn't what we need. Let's just focus on getting it out of the tank.
Let's get any can there.
Any can
to get this liquid into.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll deal with it later. Just as long as we have that liquid out of that tank, because we do not want to watch it go down the drain.
Yeah.
That's not an option, right?
And the packager didn't have any cans there, any empty cans that had nothing on them, but they had our lids. So all we needed to do was get 60,000 cans there with no labels on. We're like, just print it in the cans or fill the cans up, and we'll figure out how to get Vyper on there later. Mm-hmm. And we're still working on how to get that done. And then thankfully one of the vendors pulled through and was able to package up 60,000 cans Wednesday night, shipped them to our packager by 7 a.m.
Damn.
And
Thursday morning.
They're in 2 different states. And like that's pretty. No, they're like across the country almost.
It's 5 hours away.
Yeah,
Damn.
5 hours away.
Damn. So where are they sitting right now?
So
they're hopefully on the road to get the sleeve put on.
All right.
Thankfully, we got it out of the tank. They're in the cans. They got our lid on. They got the drink out. So we didn't dump anything out. That was the main accomplishment. So they're still at the packager, getting shipped to the sleever on Monday. So still have high hopes for getting Vyper Energy done with our label on it.
Yeah.
By launch date, we have some big stuff coming by the end of the month. We have that podcast launching. We have a trade show coming in Orlando, which is for Vyper Energy, and we can't not have Vyper Energy drinks.
And not to mention, everybody is waiting for it.
Yeah.
Like, every single day I get asked by numerous people, when is it coming? When is it coming? Now it got even worse because I gave out some cases to people and they've been trying it.
How
And
can I buy
everybody, and I'm not shitting you, everybody has fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I've had multiple people ask, when can I buy this?
Yeah.
Like, it's got to happen. So.
Well, and it will. It's
It
just
will
a matter
happen.
of time right now.
But,
So.
like, dude, it's just crazy looking back. Even in the moments, you're so, like, I wouldn't say, like, frustrated. It was just almost at this point, it was amazed. It was
I wasn't
amazement.
even frustrated either. I was, like, used to it.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, all right, so
What do we do?
Let's figure this out. Yeah.
Right.
Like, just totally brushed it off. Like, by now, our nut cups have fucking grown into something so fucking strong and monumental and just fucking indestructible. Like, that little fucking kick in the bag
Yeah.
didn't mean anything. Didn't even feel it. That's all you
That's
got?
like a little flick. Come
That's
on.
all you
flinching,
got?
yeah.
You're going to dump our 2 years worth of work? Fucking harder.
That's funny.
This shit works, though. I'm like zooming it.
We're going to have to give them one every single time we do this now.
Oh, dude. But if you look at everything, I love how it always works out, and it's typically for the better. Like now we had the ability to take a look at our can and be like, okay, well, we have the old logo on there. We have some stuff on here that doesn't necessarily need to be on there. Let's get some more like, let's allow the customer to understand what this drink does. So we not necessarily redesigned the can, just made it better. Mm-hmm. The label was a little hard to read, so we made it better. We made the text bigger. We made it thinner. So like this allowed us to not only do that, but build relationships with companies that we probably would have never have figured out or found.
Probably not.
So it's just awesome. I'm glad it happened how it is, and we're gonna figure out a solution. But like, I'm totally content because we have 1,000 cans here that we could at least drink, so we're good to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I will be one very happy man once we have all 60,000 cans under this roof.
Yeah.
I will be whistling.
But dude, gosh, does that taste good?
It tastes amazing. Seriously. Like, I thought, like, I don't know, like, I was so nervous to try it for the first time or not for the first time, but for really only the second time in a long time, too, on Monday.
Well, we had 17 different flavored.
That's what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
then the last profiling was so long ago from all the delays.
True.
My mind was playing tricks on me. Like, what did this thing even taste like?
Yeah.
You know, like, well, no, it tastes really good. Remember? I'm like, yeah. Well, no, are you sure? And it's like, fuck, dude.
I
was
was
messing with me in my own head. You know what I mean? And then when we got there, we tried it, and I'm like, oh yeah, is that fucking good?
Yeah.
Like now I remember.
I think you said it when we were there. You're like, yeah, all this stuff is going bad, but at least it doesn't taste like shit.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean,
Like,
all
at
this
least
stuff's
we
still
don't have
going bad. I'm like, it still tastes fucking good. So
At least we don't have 8,000 gallons of garbage.
yeah,
You know?
right.
So that to dive into a little bit about this again, I know I say it on the end of every podcast, but there are no artificial sweeteners, flavoring, coloring, dyes, nothing artificial in here. And it still tastes great. But not only that, you have all 9 essential amino acids. So for those that know kind of this industry, amino acids are hard to like make taste good. So we wanted to keep it healthy. So we went through 17 different variations of tweaking the formulations to make it taste good while still being good for you.
Yeah.
And that is very hard to find in today's industry because everybody just wants to go to market at the lowest cost possible, no matter what's in it. Like Tim today was telling me, he was at Jimmy John's, and
damn, we all went to Jimmy John's today.
oh no, he went yesterday. He goes every day.
I was there today, and so was Bree. Like,
oh really? She was there.
They got their summer wraps back. Shout out to Jimmy John's.
Yeah,
send us some free wraps.
But he was buying a drink, and he said there was a there for $1, and there's a water next to it for $2. And he's like, how the hell does a drink that has 17 ingredients in it go for less than a bottle of water that has water in it? You know? So from the consumer standpoint, wouldn't you take a step back and look like, how is it $1?
Yeah.
You know? Clearly the stuff in there is not good for you. And I get it that people want to save money, they want to buy the cheap thing, but like, what are you doing to sustain your future life? Like, yeah, you're saving a few bucks in your current life, but how much are you going to be spending in the future if you have to go to the hospital for your actions of drinking and eating like garbage?
Yeah.
You know, it's like a short-term gain for a long-term potential deficit, you know?
I agree.
But not only that, it shows you that nobody fucking wants that shit anymore.
Right.
They can't even sell it for $1.
Right.
Like, people are, dude, the marketplace is transitioning. Consumers are transitioning away from that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's on the decline. Like, people are becoming more health conscious, especially after all this COVID stuff. Like, I think, you know, people are really shifting towards trying to be somewhat healthy. And fuck, you can't even sell that energy drink for $1. Like,
right.
It just shows you that they don't want it, that people don't want it. You know, so like, now it's a huge opportunity right now for, you know, a great drink like this to come into the market and scoop up a ton of market share and finally offer something, a good product that will help people and that people can actually enjoy and will do good for them and not just lie to you and pack your body full of shit. You know, that's the technical way right there.
Yeah,
right, you know.
No, you're absolutely right. But I look at it this way as well. If you're drinking stuff and you know it's not good for you, why are you drinking it? When you could drink something like this that tastes even better and is good for you. No, seriously, like that's a genuine question.
Probably it'll give you more long-lasting energy as well without the crash.
Right.
Like,
and you're supporting an American-made brand.
I was hoping the preservatives would preserve me longer.
I think it has the opposite effect, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I do like the variety, which brings me to another good question. We're at Fruit Punch right now. Is there a plan for more flavors in the future?
Yes, there is. We have Tim, as we speak, working on a few more colors.
Okay.
So we're going to try a couple different ones. We haven't really solidified any, but we just want to get some samples of the cans first, and then we'll do the flavor profiling after. But
yeah,
I'll probably say soon. I don't know a date, but let's just focus on getting this bad boy here and maybe getting another run going.
So do you know who came up with the name? Was that you?
I think it was us collectively. And
yeah, I mean, just it had to be Vyper and then Vyper Energy.
Yeah.
Patriot. Well, I came up with Patriot Energy or Patriot Red, and then after that, I'm like, because we want to put a patriotic spin on it, right? Because everybody's kind of stays away from that. Like, ooh, we're not gonna do that. And we're like, fuck that. We love this country. Let's show it. Like, why would you hide that?
Yeah.
So we're like, let's call it Patriot Red, and then all the different colors will have some kind of.
I've legitimately bought like clothing and stuff like that just from seeing the Made in the USA badge on it.
That's the move right now, man. I'm telling you. Not only that, but
go woke, go broke.
What does watermelon, strawberry, orange taste like?
Kiwi, mango.
What is unicorn blood?
Yeah,
seriously.
So it's like, I hate it walking in and buying or something, and you have like this kiwi, strawberry, watermelon. It's like, what does that even taste like? Like.
And then you drink it, and you're still not sure.
Yeah, I'm still like.
Because who knows what a kiwi watermelon tastes like?
Yeah, I didn't even know what is that even.
Kiwi watermelon.
So we're just keeping it super basic and, kind of keeping it unique. Like, if some people taste cherry in this, but some people taste fruit punch, that's kind of the purpose behind it. Everybody has different taste buds, and not some people. If we were to say this tastes like apple, somebody might see it and be like, "Oh, well, I don't like apple."
Yeah.
Or I don't like oranges, or I don't like grapes, or I don't like this.
I mean, the whole goal is, right, just by seeing the red, that it has some kind of
red
fruity,
related
red related flavor, taste to it. You know, so that's the whole goal.
It tastes great. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
It does get you zooming too.
I've already accidentally drank like 3/4 of it.
Accidentally?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when I heard you set it down before, I'm like, oh. Dylan
takes a long time to drink.
Dude, I just had this one. I finished this one. It was like half
Dad's
full.
even on 2 of them today already. So that's what you know. Our dad. He's a 12-ounce guy. He'll drink a soda a day maybe. A Diet Coke, Diet Mountain Dew every now and then. I have never seen him, besides beer, drink
more than one can.
Yeah, I haven't seen him drink more than 1 can of something before.
Okay.
Especially being 16 ounce. He comes to drop something off at the shop today, and he hunts me down saying, "Hey, can I have a cold Vyper Energy?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." He's like, "This is my second one today." I'm like, damn.
I can't wait. I got tons of stuff to do. I'm out of here.
Yeah. And he's like, "I love it. I can't stop drinking it." And I'm like, "That's good because
that's really good.
I don't like it when you and Mom drink all that garbage."
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, "This I trust because we made it." And I'm like, "I want you to drink it." I'm like, just kind of chill out after 2. You know?
Yeah.
Let's kind of keep it around there.
Cut it out afternoon.
Yeah. Right. But that's when you know. I mean, is when he comes in saying, "Hey, I need another one."
Yeah.
And
it's impressive.
And even when he pulled me aside too, he's like, "Dude, this could be huge." And I'm like, "Damn, that's awesome." Because like this is a tough industry to get into, and hearing it from him saying that is cool.
It is good, and especially, you know, after 2 years of people questioning why we're making an energy drink, like just another energy drink. Oh, really? It's gonna be good for you? Like,
yeah.
And now we have it, and people are loving it. Like, literally, everybody give it to is loving it, and it's like, all right,
let's go.
Let's fucking go here.
Yeah.
Like, we can do this. Just validates the product.
It does.
And I just love that it's something that we all can stand behind. You know, like when you have.
I would more than happily bring this to any friends or family that are interested in an energy drink. Yeah.
That's the hardest thing to sell is a product that you don't believe in.
Yeah.
You know? And this I stand by. I got rid of, like we were talking the other day, is like I cut all that artificial sweetener stuff out of the diet. Like even pre-workouts, it's this. Proteins, it's just milk, you know? Milk and eggs.
Damn, all natural.
But it's just, all that stuff is just, dude, it's so bad for you. And it was just getting sickening. You go into a supplement store, and that's all there is. Every single can. But they're so sneaky with it, too. They'll have, like, there's this protein that has a cow on the front saying that it's grass-fed. So, like, immediately you think, oh, it's healthy. And you go on the back, still got all the artificial flavoring and coloring and dyes. And I'm like, dude, you got, like, this is such deceiving marketing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. I think that's extremely unfair for the consumer because a lot of the times when they turn the can or the bottle or the jug on the back, they don't know what a lot of the ingredients are, and I don't blame them. You know, that's why I love that. Like we talked about that app, that Yucca app. Go to a source like that to be able to find your information from. I don't think they do supplements yet, but they definitely do like energy drinks and pretty much everything in the grocery store. They even do like deodorant and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And like shampoo and whatnot.
Sometimes I'm scared to use it. If there's something I like eating or drinking, I'm like, fuck.
Oh, battery's almost dead. I better not.
All right, I just won't look this one up. Like,
hey, use it how you want, I guess. Like,
yeah. I had Nutty Bars the other day. Was not going to scan that one. By Little Debbie?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Little Debbie was? Yeah, it's probably not the best.
No.
But they're good, though.
Yeah, they are. They're really good. But I went backpacking, so it was like, I just need something high.
You need the energy.
Calories,
you need the calories and the sugar. Get your, glucose up.
Yeah, I'm just pumped. I'm super excited to continue to build this team under Vyper Energy and, like, super excited to get, like Dylan was saying, get it here.
Yeah.
You know, where we can walk out there and see all the pallets.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
It's really cool. Like, I was telling you guys when we were in the lunchroom, like being able to hand this stuff off to Brent, who is going to be editing this podcast, is really cool to see what he comes up with. And, I know what's in my head when it comes to envisioning, a commercial or a reel or like a video hyping up the product. But to see it like come out of somebody else is like really cool.
He crushed that last video.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Super killer.
And the one at the packaging plant as well.
Yeah.
That he crushed that also.
Dude, our entire marketing team crushes it, period. Like,
yeah, you guys
I tell you this all the time. I get so many compliments from people. Dude, your social media is so awesome. It's hilarious. Your pictures, your videos, everything is perfect. Like, it's crazy how often I get that. It's like, yeah, dude, I know. Like, thank you. Our marketing team is
Yeah, thank you. You see this hairline?
Wizards, yeah. We don't have any gray hairs yet, do you?
No, not yet. Just a receding hairline.
So do I. That's why I wear hats.
Yeah. I got to start going with that approach.
Yeah.
Speaking of hats.
It's hard to find one that fits, but.
Vyper.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of cool hats.
I don't think I have. Do you have one?
Not down here, I don't think. They're packed away yet. But Trenton took some pictures the other day.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Who did the low pro attachment pictures?
Those were Trenton's, and I edited a handful of them to get them done nice and quick.
Dude, so good.
Yeah.
Those are so good. It makes like adding everything to the website and like on Tim's end so much easier. When you guys are so good.
Depending on what time it is, I still have some more to take.
Oh, really?
Because we didn't get any of the options for colors, so people can match their low pros. So.
Oh yeah.
We're just gonna go reshoot like a blue one or whatever, and we'll get it done. So.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, dude.
Super happy with how Vyper Energy is.
What else is going on?
So. Low pro attachments, which have been in the making for a while.
Why are you staring at me? You're freaking me out. I was just chilling over here.
You breathe so heavy.
When we get big enough and we have the headphones on, you'll be like Darth Vader's always in here.
That's all you were on oil and whiskey.
No, I wasn't. That wasn't me.
Oh, yeah. It's all right.
So when does that podcast come out?
June 26th.
Okay.
June 26th in the morning. They probably should.
10 days?
I feel like they're going to start promoting it pretty soon here.
Cool.
They usually do it like four days before.
Mm-hmm.
They just had Joe Rogan on, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
They had, you ever hear that Magnus guy? Magnus Walker?
I've heard of him, yeah.
They had him on before.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good.
Damn, we're right up there, huh?
I know.
Let's go.
And we got the Vyper guys, dude.
Yeah. They were hard to book. Yeah.
I have to talk to our agent.
Come in,
Alex?
Yeah.
come in with mustard stains on.
Dude, it was ketchup stains. All right. Relax. And don't tell people that. Like, they gave me a different shirt to wear, okay?
Dude, I can just picture that. I can picture it. Did we tell the story of Dylan?
No, I don't think so.
We don't need to.
We're going to Oil and Whiskey Podcast,
Sorry, Dylan.
which these guys are awesome. At Roadster Shop, they have a very large podcast.
Yeah.
And they just had Joe Rogan on.
One of the biggest in the automotive.
Yeah.
Like in the top 3 or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a real deal.
it is. It is the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
And Dylan,
And I show up with a huge ketchup stain on my
it's
goddamn T-shirt.
It's in Chicago. We got to drive from Appleton into River, so it's about 3 hours, 2.5. And Dylan and my dad are hungry. And no better place to stop than Burger King.
Of course.
We were in a hurry. Like, fuck. I was hungry.
And Dylan gets a Whopper. And it's loaded with ketchup.
It was just a regular Whopper.
Yeah, okay.
Loaded,
It's just exaggerating everything
Yeah.
now. Like,
loaded with
Dripping.
mustard.
It,
Like-
it was just like 90% ketchup, 10% burger.
yeah, it was actually just buns with ketchup on
And
it.
the dude takes a massive bite.
White shirt. Wearing a white shirt.
Like brand new, fresh white. Not a few washed white. Like brand new.
No,
No, it
like
was-
yellow pit stain.
No.
Like none of these.
It was a fresh white tea.
Fresh white tea. And a massive ketchup
It
droplet.
wasn't even really that big.
Took up
No,
half
but
his
it
shirt.
got worse after you tried to fix it.
Yeah, I tried to clean it. It just made it 10 times worse.
Going to the show, you're probably like we're 45 minutes out and this happens.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Luckily, they had a shirt there I could wear, so thank you. Thanks, Jeremy, for the shirt.
I'm excited to watch.
No, it
Did
was
your dad
good.
have fun?
Yeah,
We had a
dude.
great time.
It was a great conversation. Like, those guys are super cool to talk to, super easy to talk to. Like, it was, I forgot we were even, like, recording it for a while there. Like, it was just a
Right.
fluid, friendly conversation. Like, it just flowed great. You know what I mean? And, yeah, it was great to hear our dad get his story out, you know, because he has a really fucking awesome story. And not a lot of people know it. And he's just super, you know, humble and doesn't, you know, say much or anything. And I think it was good for him to get his story out, and he liked it too. And it was It was great.
Once you get him talking, though, once your dad gets talking.
Well, I mean, it is oil and whiskey, so we were having, had a few glasses of whiskey and a couple beers too. Yeah. So once you get a little alcohol, then you get loose lips and just start yapping.
Yeah, I feel like I talked to your dad a lot when we were at SEMA, and we'd go out, and I'd just be next to him and strike up a conversation. I feel like I know like a whole lot of stuff about how he started and everything like that, just because he's so much fun to talk to. I feel like I learn something new every time.
Dude, he's so much fun.
Yeah,
he's like one of us. I love it in Indianapolis, like just a stupid shit. Like, he's a snorer, and
you gotta give him context. We were at PRI trade show in Indianapolis. This was our second trade show for Vyper. Third, because it was
pretty recent.
SEMA, we went to Barrett Jackson PRI. In September, then we went to SEMA in November, then we went to PRI in December. So it was our third trade show for Vyper, and it was just us, right? It was just you and I and our dad, and sharing a room because obviously we can't afford a whole lot. We drove down in his truck, like put all the booth and all the supplies and everything back of not your truck, our dad's truck, and went down to PRI, and so we're sharing a room. Dana and I are snuggling in bed because we're not gonna make the old man have to share a bed. So, but we had a couple beers that night at dinner. So, and he falls asleep like that. Like
when he has more than one beer, he's out.
And he is just sucking the fucking ceiling in. Like, oh my God. We were laughing. And
so how are we, how bad? Like,
for anyone listening,
it was loud.
Sucking the ceiling of his story.
Yeah. Dude, just going at it. And the next day we wake up or whatever, and I think we were down at breakfast in the hotel, and he's like, kind of like stretches a little bit. He's like, man, I didn't sleep for shit last night. Dana and I look at each other
like, what the hell are you talking about?
The fuck you did it. Like, Dana and I are sitting here like this with pillows around our fucking ears trying to sleep.
You slept the whole night.
Like,
I don't think you woke up a minute.
Like a baby the entire night.
Where were you?
Yeah. Oh, it was just hilarious, and now we do that all the time. Like, whenever we go to hotels and stuff, it's just like, I didn't sleep like shit last night.
Dude, he's funny. Love the dude.
You do the same fucking shit though. You just did it in Madison.
Dude, you're so dramatic with it though.
No, dude, it is
ridiculous.
So
dramatic. Like, dude, it could be like a little like.
No,
and you will hammer with a pillow.
Josh was in there too, and it was ridiculous. He can vouch for it.
She's just as whiny as you are.
Well, you're the one snoring, sleep like a baby. Of course, you don't care.
No, so this dude, it's the most minuscule of snores. He roundhouses me with a pillow at night.
That wasn't even what
base.
did it. That wasn't even what fucking did it. It was your phone going off.
Well, thanks for waking me up.
And when you before you went to bed too, I'm like, hey, can you make sure that your phone is on vibrate so that it doesn't fucking wake us up 20 times tonight? Do you think he did that? No. So
why did you just click my phone?
You could just every 10 minutes when it goes off.
It didn't go off every 10 minutes.
Okay, it felt like every 10 minutes. It had to be at least every 15 minutes.
That's when you know. Is that that's not true.
Well, all I know was it was still midnight, and Josh and I were both still awake, and you were snoring, and your fucking phone is going off. So something had to change.
You sleep good that night?
Oh, I such a shit. Hammers me with the pillow at night.
It wasn't even that hard.
Dude, you're just dramatic sometimes.
Honestly, when the Vyper crew goes on a road trip,
something goes wrong.
That goes wrong, but like, you better have thick skin.
You do.
Yeah. I learned that pretty early on. Yeah. You sit in the car with Alex for a while, and something's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Alex's flight got delayed for 10 hours.
Yeah, that was a rough day for him, man.
Yeah. So the whole bottling is one thing, and then Alex's flight is a whole nother thing, and then we had that shitty meeting.
Yeah.
During the morning of, when we're missing out on it, we had to do that. It's like
when your flight lands, like not at your final destination, and over the PA, the captain goes, "We're gonna try and get the plane back in flying order and get you to your destination." Like you know you're in deep shit. You're like, "Fuck!"
This
like
is gonna be 2 hours.
Anywhere.
Yeah. That's rough. I've never had that happen, but
it was a great trip though. I had fun.
Me too. I think I've put on over 1,000 miles in the last week.
On your car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been rough. So much driving. And I'm driving up north again tonight. So
are you?
Yeah, going to my parents' place.
Nice.
So should be fun.
Make sure you bring a few Vyper Energies for everybody to
try.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and we're heading to the skate park tonight in Green Bay.
Oh, that's right.
The one that's been all over the news.
Yep. Yeah. I've seen it.
So,
shooting some videos.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Just hand out some Vyper Energies. We'll take the cooler that's out there and just go.
Yeah.
Have fun. So
love it.
I genuinely can't wait to see what like just random people say about it. Because like everyone I've been giving out is to people I know, obviously, but like I want to see genuine first expressions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when they crack it open and try it and see what they think. Like, and not even tell them anything. I just want to see what their, totally natural reaction is.
Yeah.
That one dude at the packaging plant did, and I felt like that was pretty legit too.
Yeah, he liked it.
He was drinking it, and like I don't think he knew we were watching. He took a big swig, and after he's like, he did one of those, like, oh damn.
And he gave us a big thumbs up.
Yeah, then he saw us. He's like, hey, this is good. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, one of the guys pulled one off the line as they're coming through. It wasn't even cold or anything.
Like, it's hot when it comes off.
And he's like, hey, when are these for sale? Like,
dude, that's awesome.
He's already looking to buy them. It's crazy.
I love
that. He's
just
standing at a station drinking one. Like,
what do we always say we wanted to do was like be at an airport somewhere and like see somebody go and grab our drink out of the fridge or whatever it is, like, and just like not even go talk to them, but just like see that and like,
yeah,
dude, how cool is that? That like what we went through all these years is now in somebody's hands across the country,
and they're gonna enjoy it.
That like time frame to see it somewhere in an airport or wherever it's gonna be is like coming up quickly.
Exactly. And I'm glad like this podcast is even coming out at the perfect time too. I want people to like build a relationship with us and see that we're just normal people.
Yeah. And
that we're trustworthy people. We wouldn't be putting something in a drink that we wouldn't drink ourselves.
Seriously, come talk to me about it. Like
I'd even touch on that. My blood sugar So when we cracked open the first one, my blood sugar was at 140, which is great. That's typically like between 100 and 140 is like resting, like whenever you just got done eating or whatever and everything digested. And it was steady for 140 for a while. And then we cracked open a Vyper Energy. It didn't move. I drank the whole thing, the entire energy drink. It didn't move. Stayed steady, and I didn't eat anything, and I made sure, I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that it doesn't go like in 20, 30, 40 minutes, steady.
Yeah.
Hours after. And I'm like, how cool is that? If I would have drank anything else,
sustainable. So a rise in blood sugar also means no dip in blood sugar after.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to dose for it.
Yeah.
And then when my body burns it off, typically it would crash. So like we'll do a legit study about this and like track it too. Like I want to be on an empty stomach and do like a side-by-side.
Well, Chris has got the connections at UWGB. Let's try and do something with diabetics. And
it'll be 2 different days, too, because I know what people are going to say, like, oh, well, if you got this in your stomach and then you drink this, it's going to react. So I want to make sure we get all clauses. I want to be on camera. You can even time speed it. So everyone's like, oh, what if you took a shot? What if you did this? So we're going to eliminate all possibilities of, any critiques. But I really want to show people that, like, this didn't affect my blood sugar at all. And it doesn't, and I love it. And I'm freaking wired right now.
I know, like, it's hurting me to just sit here and I'm like, let me out of here.
Get me back on that forklift.
I got stuff to do. Well, it's good stuff.
I love it.
Me too. It's exciting. It's
so
a huge step for Vyper.
It is.
Huge step for everybody here.
Yeah. I this is just gonna accelerate the brand too. I really do. I really think so. Like,
where are you gonna store all those cans? By the way, sorry, go on.
Here for now. But like, this is something that anybody can drink. Anybody can drink and get benefit and value from it. Where the chair is more of a specific industry. It's really, really targeted. Where this is why I love this, is because like we can bring this anywhere with us when we go to shoots, when we go to events, when we do literally any traveling. All those partners we built relationships with, we can continue that relationship with this product now.
Yeah.
Like that's just, it's so cool. It's so exciting, and it's going to be fun.
I agree.
Are we going to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can get.
You got anything else?
But yeah, I mean, it's no rush, so.
I got all day. I was done at 10.
So you just been sitting around, not working?
No.
This is going to literally kickstart you back into...
Yeah, right? But I just want to read the back.
Sure.
Because I love it so much. Vyper Energy was created for the doers, the all-nighters, and those that cannot and will not stop. It's for the patriots who defend our freedom, treat our sick, and swing the hammer of blue-collar trades. Containing only the purest ingredients our bodies rely on, Vyper Energy will keep you in the fight from start to finish. I love that, dude.
Let's fucking go.
That's short and sweet. I love that swing the hammer of blue-collar trades. Like, that's the backbone of this country, man. That treat our sick, doctors, nurses, practitioners, defend our freedom, police officers, troops, firefighters, like, dude, all the above. And then those that created for the doers, the all-nighters, and those that cannot will not stop. Like, dude, that's who we are. Every single night, we're always working. Late nights when nobody's watching. You know you can go and trust a Vyper Energy to give you that energy to sustain you till the end.
And what does it say on the bottom there?
Go all in.
That's right.
I don't have anything on the bottom of it.
No, I'm pumped.
So there's one guy.
This is great.
Go all in, because if you're going to fucking do something, might as well do
right.
it. Might as well do it right. Otherwise, what's the point in doing it at all?
That's right. Cool, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching so much.
Vyper Energy will be able to be purchased on our website, hopefully by the end of June. If not, it will be before June ends. That'll be
pre-order.
You can pre-order. It will be coming in about a week for pre-order. You visit Vyper Energy, Vyper energy.com. Super excited for you all to try this. Highly recommend you buy a 12-pack and support a local company. We're located right here in Green Bay trying to build some American jobs. So would really appreciate your support. Give it a shot if you like it. Let us know your feedback. If you don't, let us know your feedback. We'd love to make it right. So thanks for watching.
There it is.
Bye. See you next time.